Welcome back to part 2 of my Korean skincare deep dive. If you saw part 1, we're peeling back the layers on what's really working in K-beauty and what might be a little bit too much. In this video, we're gonna get more into some viral routines. We're gonna get into like some extreme facials and those mysterious 10-step regimens. Haven't watched part 1 yet? You can watch it here. I definitely recommend starting there for the full breakdown. But if you're ready for more derm style reactions, let's jump in. All right, next video. Once again, they make beauty look so fun. And this lip gloss looks pretty beautiful. Like, her lips are super plump when she uses them. The color is great. And it comes in this small little packaging of a candy. And so it just makes it more fun. And so I had to look this product up because I was like, hold on, let's see if this is safe to use. Now, when I was looking at the ingredients, there were definitely some like nourishing oils and extracts in it, which I was like, okay, I think I'm okay with that. These are all also really flavored to taste like a certain flavored candy. And with that comes like certain fragrances and artificial flavors and whatnot. So that I'm not a big fan of. If you want to use a lip product, the lips I think are even more sensitive than other parts of the face. So you really want to keep the ingredients pretty minimal, including fragrances. But this seems fun. If you're not sensitive to fragrance, I would say, try it, go for it. I'm personally really sensitive to lip products and I really want to try this, but it's probably not going to be good for my lips. I might still try it though. All right, on to the next one. Okay, so this is a routine for 15 to 16-year-olds, which definitely would benefit from a good skincare routine, especially if somebody, I think she was saying for acne. So yeah, it looked like she was using a gel-based cleanser. I'm all about that. I don't know the specifics about this cleanser that she was using, but that brand I am a fan of some of the other products that I've seen from that brand, and I think it's just important to make sure that your cleanser is at least gentle. Okay, so the Equal Berry Swimming Pool Toner. This one is interesting. So it does have some gentle exfoliating enzymes in it. It has proteases as well as other fruit enzymes. And, I definitely think that using some kind of exfoliating product is helpful. I would be very cautious in somebody in their teens because your skin cell turnover is still pretty good. Now, I would be okay with this one just because the enzymes look pretty gentle and it also has gentle ingredients. It looks like there's glycerin and panthenol, and allantoin, and some sodium hyaluronate. So this does look like it's going to be nourishing in addition to very gently exfoliating. I like it. I feel like I've seen the Anua niacinamide tranexamic acid serum go viral multiple times. And I think that it could be helpful in this case. Niacinamide can help with oil production as well as brightening the skin from post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation from the acne marks. The tranexamic acid helps with hyperpigmentation. So this would be something good for people who deal with hyperpigmentation from acne. The lip mask seems fine. I don't know the specifics of that one, so I can't say whether or not you should totally use it. I've heard people rave about the Dr. Althea, that relief cream. So I'm okay with that. It's important to making sure that you do have a skin barrier nourishing product at the end of your routine. So overall, I think I'm a fan of this routine and her skin looks great. So just as kind of a reminder for people who are in their teens, yes, it's important to have a skincare routine, but you want to make sure that you're using products that aren't too harsh. Your skin is still very healthy and your skin cell turnover is still pretty good. I have to say that one of my favorite things about K-beauty in general is that a lot of their products are pretty gentle. And even with actives, they take a gentle approach with them too. So I feel confident recommending K-beauty for people or having people continue it if they're not sure whether or not it's the right skincare routine, because I feel like it's not doing as much damage as some other products that I see that are available in the US. All right, let's see what's going on next. okay, so she has acne and her skin looks like it's improved after using this routine. She starts off using an oil-based cleanser, which I'm fine with because she follows that with a water or gel-based cleanser. I'm definitely a huge fan of the double cleanse method. I think that it's an underrated thing. Actually, no, I think a lot of people love it, actually. But it's one of those things where it doesn't seem like it would make a huge difference on one's acne, but it potentially can, which is really cool. So far, so good. Okay, so then she is using this bubble net apparatus to wash her face with. I don't know if it's with the CosRx cleanser or if it's with a new cleanser. I think it's with the CosRx cleanser, so I'm fine with that. But apparently these bubble net apparatuses can help increase the foaming of the product and potentially increase the effectiveness of the product. I don't think it's a must. It might make your skincare regimen experience more enjoyable, but it's not a must. All right, so next she's using this exfoliating sugar scrub. I'm a little bit more weary on scrubs that have like manual or physical exfoliants in it. A lot of times it could be fine. I was noticing on her skin, she looks like she's a little bit rosacea prone. So I'm more hesitant actually for somebody like her to use it because the manual exfoliation from just the beads or the sugar particles can be a little rough on the skin. So, you know, I would just say be careful with that. It seems like it was helping her, but at the same time, her face actually looked a little bit more pink when I saw from the before versus the after. So I don't know. I would say that one I probably would forego. And then she used a steaming face mask, which I think I'm okay with. Once again, you want to be careful with using something very hot on your face if you are rosacea prone, because it can make you a little bit more red. But when you do use something hot or warm, it can increase the absorption of future products. So she follows that with a toner, and I think she says here what the toner is, because I was like, if it's just a toner, like it doesn't mean anything unless I know what exactly it is. And it looks like it's a pore freshener toner, so it probably has some gentle exfoliants in it. And then she follows that with a moisturizer that also has some exfoliators in it. It's a Sun By Me AHA BHA PHA 30-day miracle cream. So I think moisturizers with AHAs, PHAs, BHAs usually are more hydrating than exfoliating, doing a little bit of background exfoliating work. So I think I'm okay with that. But sometimes, you know, I tell people just pick like one exfoliating product. She has like the pore freshener. She also was already using the sugar mask too. But I'm very happy for her. I'm happy that her skin is better. But like I mentioned, I think that there's a little bit of increase in rosacea or pinkness in her skin. So I would just be a little bit cautious about like the steaming face mask and the sugar scrub. Let's see what's next. So when somebody has like super dry chapped lips, I don't recommend it manually exfoliating that, because you can potentially rip more skin off, potentially do more damage. She was kind of manually exfoliating that with a sugar scrub. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm a big fan of that. I'm more of a fan if you want to use a super gentle chemical exfoliant on your lips. So yeah, that step was interesting. And then I don't even know what the products were that she was using, because they look like very generic products, but I like the other steps that followed, like using a lip mask to really kind of occlude and soak in hydration. She even put saran wrap over her lips. Like, I guess that's okay if you can only still breathe out of your nose. And then she followed that with a lip balm. Just be cautious of what kind of lip balm you're using. You want to use minimal ingredients, no fragrance. Yeah, so I'd just be cautious about using a sugar scrub. But her lips did look better. I don't know how much of it's like edited or whatever, but like I said, the other two steps I was okay with. And like instead of the sugar scrub, you can replace it with like a gentle exfoliating product, like a chemical exfoliating product. All right, here's the last one. Love her. Okay, so something that I do appreciate about K-Beauty is their obsession with hydration. And it's interesting because, yeah, you don't want to overdo it with moisturizers, but their way of hydrating the skin, yes, they do have moisturizers, but there's like watery toners, there's sheet masks. And I think that these can hydrate in a way where it's also not like clogging your pores. It's still, I feel like it's just doing a better job at satiating the thirst of the dry skin. And it does it in a way where it's not compromising or clogging pores. I mentioned that I'm a fan of double cleansing, so nothing new here. I do have to say, a good facial is really nice and it can just make you look and feel super rejuvenated and refreshed. I don't think that you have to run off and get facials because, first of all, they're expensive. Second of all, you can do so much at home with your skincare. A lot of times facials include like massaging and like steaming your face and, just maybe using a few more steps in a skincare regimen than what you would do at home. And like I said, so you could do this at home. You could like massage your face. You could use a steamer if you want to. But it's more just the pampering and just the self-care of it that makes it so enjoyable. So I would say it's more of a treat, and definitely there are benefits to it, but don't feel like you have to go and get a facial. That was music to my ears. Sunscreen is definitely the #1 anti-aging product, and I'm so glad that you said that because there are so many amazing, interesting products in K-Beauty, but gotta go back to the staple, SPF. So I am so happy. Thumbs up to that. Ah, yes. So not only are things that you put on your face important, but also your life and like what you ingest. And I'm a huge fan of kimchi. It's fermented cabbage, and fermented foods are very nourishing for your gut microbiome. It feeds a lot of the good bacteria and definitely a lot of health benefits with kimchi, antioxidants, but also the fermented like probiotic aspect of it too. I've personally been a fan of kimchi. I'm not Korean, but I've been eating kimchi since I was like 2 years old. It's just perfect. Like kimchi, a bowl of white rice, some seaweed, like nori, perfect. And then she also drinks ginseng tea. I've also been a longtime fan of ginseng tea since I was a little girl. And ginseng is what's considered to be an adaptogen, so it can help give you energy or relax you depending on like what your body needs. Also has wonderful like anti-inflammatory properties. I think that ginseng tea is such a wonderful beverage to consume. I actually need to get back on it. I used to drink ginseng tea a lot actually when I was in college, weirdly. But yeah, it seems to be doing a pretty good job for Island's mom. All right, so those were the videos. Thank you so much for watching. Korean skincare is definitely really fascinating. Obviously, I think there's a lot of effective K-beauty skincare products out there, but something also that's just really neat is the enjoyable experience factor that it adds to one's skincare routine. So if you're looking for more of that, I would definitely recommend exploring the K-beauty products. If you want more of these reaction style type videos, let me know in the comments and send me your favorite or most confusing skincare trends to react to next. And if you're ready to build a routine that actually works for you, check out my other videos where I explain what your skin really needs. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.